This isn't your typical school bus.
Thank you! Bye!
Evan started his doggy daycare business in 2019 and had vans wrapped to look like school buses to take the pooches to play. But he never thought about getting a real school bus until last year.
Everybody was asking, when are you gonna get an actual school bus? That would be such a hit. I was just piddling around and looking online for some, and this one became available and it was a really good deal. And so I went and checked it out. I had a mechanic check it out and I ended up buying it, and it's been the best decision I probably made with my business.
15 to 20 dogs get picked up in the morning, sit with their besties on the way to the ranch,
They all have their best friends, that they're cliques, if you will.
and get to play with them for hours.
We have the bubbles, the kiddie pools, the constant toys, the balls being thrown. We have a ball launcher, an automatic ball launcher. The majority of my dogs, they live in apartments, a 700 square foot efficiency. They don't have a yard space. They don't get a lot of stimulation throughout the week. So really getting to get out and get to see other dogs and do what they love to do and socialize and get to play is really the best part of their day, in my opinion.
And at the end of that day, the dogs get back onto the bus alongside their best buddies to ride on home.
Bye, Frankie! Good girl.
But the dogs and their owners aren't the only ones who love the bus.
I've had people reach out to me on social media and send me pictures of the bus. I had a lady messaging me that made her kid's day. She was in a car seat at the stoplight next to us, and she rolled down her window and she's waving at all the dogs and things like that. And the lady took a picture and said what a day it made for her daughter to actually see dogs on a real school bus.
But Evan says there still may be just a few downsides.
What I'm finding is, and it might sound silly, but my school bus is the hardest one to maneuver around traffic because it's the largest vehicle I own. It also gets the worst gas mileage of all my vehicles.
So, will we be seeing more doggy school buses?
Honestly, the cargo vans are more efficient and easier to maneuver around, especially Austin traffic, but the people are speaking and they love the school buses. So I'm definitely exploring the idea of swapping some of these cargo vans out for actual school buses, but we'll see what the future holds.
This is the moment a 1-year-old missing dog found its way home.
Sadie! Oh my God!
Baby! Hey, Sadie!
Sadie the dog protects all the animals on the family's 10-acre farm.
We were having a really bad issue with coyotes and fox coming in, and I was losing chickens left and right. From the time that she really was about 12 weeks old, she's been living with the animals, and really has been excellent. I can't even say how great she's been, and we have not had one death on her watch.
There's this one pig that hates me on the farm, but Sadie loves the pig, and she's out there with the pig all the time. All these animals love her.
She sleeps out with the goats and the chickens and the horses, and you never know where you'll see her. The cows lick on her. Everybody loves her.
But when random fireworks scared Sadie off one night, she went missing on her birthday and was gone for 3 days.
All of our animals is very important. I don't care if it's a chicken. But especially when you have a working dog. Felt like me and my husband were gonna go crazy a little bit because it was the worst 3 days. A lot of crying, a lot of looking. We would come home and I would get a message, hey, we see a dog on this corner. I went out at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Until finally, 3 days later, Donna spotted Sadie laying in the wood line.
Sadie! Oh my God!
Baby! Hey, Sadie! Hey, girl! Oh my God! Hey, girl!
Sadie first couldn't get up because she had pulled a muscle.
So she had pretty much drug herself up to our property and just stayed there until I guess she thought we would come out and find her at some point in time.
But she'd made it back home on her own. And now, Sadie has a tracker to make sure she doesn't get lost again.
My prayers were answered. Oh, I was so happy. It was like think of the worst and most stressful thing you can go through and then having elation right after that. So it's like you're in this depressive state and then it's just been resolved for you. And it was like just so immediate, so happy, so relieved, tremendously relieved. Because me and my husband are, we love animals. Obviously, we're on this farm. We have like 50 plus animals. And so when any of them, pass away or something happens, we take it very personal. So with her being gone, it was just super devastating. And when we found her, it was like sheer elation, sheer joy. Like the world, no matter what's going on in the world right now, that was the moment.
Oh, hi, pretty. Are you friendly? I feel like you're not. Hi. You know what? You're so pretty. I'm gonna set it for your mom right here, okay? Okay, can I go up there? Yes? Ah! Hi! Hi, I'm Eric. I'm gonna set it for your mama right here, okay? Oh, you're so friendly, doggy. Okay, here. Smell me? Smell me? Hi, mommy. Ah, look at the beautiful eyes. Have a wonderful day. Come, mama. Bye.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Will was working at a construction site when he noticed a dog rummaging around in the dumpsters.
I asked another coworker about it, and he said, "No, she's definitely stray. I've seen her scrounging around here for a few weeks."
And with freezing temperatures coming soon, Will wanted to make sure the doggy had a warm place to stay.
And the roads had gotten frozen over, so I couldn't drive the 2.5 hours back home. So I just said, well, I'm going to spend this weekend trying to catch this dog.
Except he didn't know how hard it would be to catch her.
I could see that she was real skinny, real underfed. I was really determined that she needed some help, and there wasn't anybody better than me in that situation to give it to her. There's that dang dog I've been trying to lure. Poor puppy. It's been colder than hell out here. It was bitter cold, bitter cold. I'd come out to the job site and keep putting food out for her, looking for her, and gradually trying to build that trust up with her. At first, I kind of felt like a moron because I was out there spending my weekend laying in the middle of a frozen field trying to get this dog to come near me. My 6 best friends, they'd kind of bust my chops a little bit about, are you frozen to death out there in the field yet? You gotta be kidding me. Walked 4.5 miles after this dog, and now he just shows up and is traipsing up towards my truck.
A few days later, she finally trusted him enough to get this close.
There you go, buddy. There you go. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But still not for long enough to where he could rescue her.
Yeah, kill her right there in the truck. Yeah, kill her right there in the truck. There you go. You're a smart dog. You're too smart to fall for that, aren't you? I need to get something a little bit more enticing than kibble. So I ran down and picked up a pack of bologna and some other stuff. Oh my word, I just pulled back in, and look who's here to greet me. As soon as she saw my truck, she started running towards me and barking and wagging her tail. I've got a blanket ready to go for him. I've got treats. I've got kibble. I went and got him water. Spared no expense. The finest Brahms bologna. I just started tearing off little shreds of bologna and flipping them over my shoulder into the cab of the truck. I must have whipped 30 pieces of bologna into the truck, and she gradually started building up a little confidence and was coming up and eating those pieces. She ate one, ate another, and she finally hopped in and hopped up into the seat and started eating the bologna, and that was when I closed the door behind her. All that. You can have all of that. Help yourself. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's such a good boy. Oh my God! Oh my God! I felt so excited because I was like, man, I caught lightning in a bottle. This is great. And then it dawned on me, I just trapped a 50-pound stray dog in the cab of my truck. But I sat down and just reached out real slow and started scratching her. I didn't want to push my luck, so I started pulling my hand away, and when I did, she reached out with her paw and grabbed my hand and pulled it back, and at that moment I was like, all right, it's done. She's mine now. You're home now, okay? We're gonna get you all fixed up. We'll get you inside and give you a bath.
Dusty's now recovering from pneumonia and heartworm, and Will's family is there for her every step of the way.
It's the spot where I laid in the field through the polar storm for 4 days.
Her community on social media is there for her too.
I went from being just a dumb construction worker to jumping into being a dog's social media manager, you know?
Hundreds of dollars have been donated to different shelters in Dusty's name already, and Will doesn't want to stop there.
Everywhere you look, there's all these glamorous designer breeds, and there's nothing wrong with having those animals if you're giving them a good home. But I want people to just be aware that, you know, finding a rescue animal and rescuing an animal, senior rescue, puppy rescue, hospice rescue, they are incredible animals.
Will's family dreams to take in even more of these incredible animals one day by opening up a rescue of their own. Rachel's husband Chad loves boxer dogs, and his late boxer Jada was by his side for 11 years until he had to put her down on his birthday 4 years ago. So when he was ready to start looking for a new pup, Rachel surprised him with Louie. I knew it. Oh, mommy. Check out this dog's reaction to his first yard ever. Owners Aaron and Joe adopted Reese when he was just 9 weeks old, and they raised him in their apartment.
During those puppy stages where he has all this crazy energy all the time, living in like the smaller spaces and him just wanting to always play was definitely a little difficult.
He would play for hours and hours with his friends. He wants to be in the interview apparently. But we made it work, you know.
And he'd visit those friends often and go on long daily walks, but Reese always had more energy to go around. Sometimes a little too much.
He would obviously get into things if he wasn't get all the attention that he wanted. And there was actually a funny incident where I threw a ball for him to catch inside the apartment, and my whole mirror that I had set up came crashing down, and I slammed a vase into the ground.
So when they started looking for a house, their furry friend was at the top of their mind.
We were looking at a few houses online, and the yard was always like, deal or no deal, we're gonna go look at that house, or we're not gonna go look at that house. Thank you.
So when they came across a home that was right along some farmland, they packed up to make the move.
And then once we had everything all kind of like set up, we're like, okay, we have to go get Reese and bring him back and show him the house. And we were so excited to show him.
Hey boy, it's your new house.
It's your new house.
Where you going?
It's your new house. Yeah. It's your new house. What is that?
Is that a new yard for you?
You have your own yard.
Go on, bud. It's your yard. Yeah. It's your yard. It's yours. It's yours. Oh, here we go. Right away. It's your yard. I told you. I was gonna get you your own yard, right?
Reese now gets all his zoomies out under the sun every day. They told us they want to give him the world because he's truly made their lives so much better.
We were going through all the emotions of like, we did it, we moved into the house, and then just like seeing his reaction of how excited he was and all of his things were in this new place and now he has this yard to run around in. It was definitely like really just heartwarming and it was just really sweet. It was a really sweet moment.
And with a bigger home, the couple has some big plans, like a backyard agility course and getting Reese a little furry brother to play with soon too.
A lot of people were kind of like, oh, like I wish I could do this for my dog, but like we're living proof that you can do it for your dog or whatever your goals are, you can achieve them.
Will you show K9 Velo 1042 for the last time?
Copy break. All units prepare to copy a special transmission. This transmission is for K9 Velo.
When I first got him, he had a handler before me, and when I picked him up, I was, he's growling at me the whole time at the way home and has his snout through the partition and just kind of growling at me the whole time. And as I'm driving him home, I'm like, oh crap, like what did I do? Like how am I gonna get this dog out of here without getting bit and stuff like that?
But the two ended up bonding really quickly.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just because I ended up just loving the crap out of him right off the bat, and I don't know if he could feel that to where we just bonded really well and worked well together.
He told us that was even the case from the first time they had a crazy call together.
It's almost like being proud of like your son or something like that. You're so proud of him for the way that he reacted and the performance that he did that just completely solidified all the training and everything that we've been through.
They had gone through lots of training together so that Velo could learn to find drugs and apprehend suspects.
Yeah, his favorite was definitely apprehension. He liked to go find bad guys.
And he did find those bad guys for over 3 years. Quentin and Velo's bond grew more and more each day over those years too.
Some of the situations it is life and death. There's some situations to where you could lose him to where you send him to do something and he might not come back, and it's a really heavy decision that you have to make, and he ends up becoming your brother and your partner, and you put complete trust in him and he trusts you, and it's really something you can't explain unless you've done it.
And after having 3 handlers, it was time for Velo the Canine to finally retire.
319.
319.
Will you show K9 Velo 1042 for the last time?
Copy break. All units prepare to copy a special transmission. This transmission is for K9 Velo. Velo has just finished his last shift on duty for the city of Orem and is heading to retirement. Thank you for your 5 years of service and hard work for the city and citizens of Orem. With over 300 deployments in your career, counts of narcotics taken from the streets, and many suspects hunted down, you deserve so much needed rest. Break. Thank you for keeping your handler safe over the course of your career and bringing them home each and every day. And may you enjoy retirement and enjoy being a dog. You will be missed. K9 Velo 1042 at 1349 hours.
207, we all copy. Thank you.
It was pretty emotional for me. At that time, I kind of thought I was losing him, and I didn't know if I was going to get him. You know, I just felt like for him, it wasn't fair for him to give him to someone else, to like start all over and be like, hey, now you have to go with this guy. And of course, I felt like nobody would ever bond with him more than I could. And so I didn't want to let him go. I didn't want anybody else to run him. I didn't want anybody else to have him because I just had that bond with him.
A few months later, they let Quentin know that Velo could finally come home with him.
Oh, it was, it's one of the happiest moments, because he was part of my family. He was part of my, like what I call it, my little wolf pack, because I got 2 other dogs, and, he did really well with them, and they loved him also, so it was just like bringing him back into the family. Oh, he knows. Just love the crap out of him, and he's been my best friend ever since I've had him. I mean, it's a different sort of love, and and that's what it is. It's nothing but love and goodness for, another being that's here. So I really wish everybody could experience it.
That's a good boy. What's that? What's that? That's your sister.
It's me! It's me! Oh yeah! It's me!
It's okay.
It's me!
It's so
Yeah! It's me! What is that?
Here, hold one hand under her butt.
Like a little baby.
Yeah, and one hand on her back. There you go. And she's so here.
This golden retriever is about to meet his future bestie, and he doesn't even know it. When the family first welcomed Molson home 2.5 years ago, they got him a dog toy for comfort, which quickly became his favorite.
He never wanted to be without it. He was always carrying it around. And so when we would come home, he would be carrying it in his mouth, and he would greet us with it. And he would always snuggle with it when he was a puppy.
The family knew he needed a real doggy friend to snuggle with.
At first, my dad was like, no, we're not getting another dog. And my mom and I were like, please, he's really lonely. He needs a friend. And then finally, my dad was like, well, I guess we can get another dog.
Molson!
So they got him a little sister named Posey.
Hi, Molson. Come here. That's a good boy. What's that? What's that? That's your sister. What's that? What's that? Good boy. That's your sister? That's your sister? That's your sissy. That's your sissy. You smell it. We got lots of tailways.
When Molson came out, he was like, oh, what's this here for? And Molson's kind of a scaredy cat, and he was kind of scared of laundry baskets. So when we pulled the towel away, he was so excited to see that his new little sister was in there.
Now they truly have become best buds.
He's really well behaved with Posey, and she's a little rascal. She loves to play and wrestle with him, and he just lays there.
And Jasmine hopes that others remember just how important having a friend like Posey can be.
Molson was so happy to have a new friend and a new sister to play with. I hope that people remember to always keep their pets' needs in mind, and that pets' mental health is also important. Even if they are physically healthy, it's good to keep their mental health in mind. And even though Molson was physically fine, we still noticed that he was sad and wouldn't really want to go for walks and stuff.
And just keep your pet's needs in mind because you owe that to them.
All right, we're gonna go past your favorite thing. There's no jumping today. No jumping. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop. Here, open. Stop the car. I thought, honestly, when we approached him, he might dart and like run to wherever and we wouldn't have been able to help him, but it was almost like he was just waiting for rescue.
Laura was driving to her family's ranch when she spotted something that would change their lives forever.
We're used to deer or chipmunks or something running out in front of the car, so I'm always very cautious when I'm driving and I'm checking to see if there's any animals. I saw a head just pop out of this tall grass.
That head belonged to a 6-year-old poodle mix. Laura's sister Carla said they had to go back.
She goes, God sent me this dog, like he is meant to be mine. And I was like, Carla, like we haven't even looked for his owners yet. Like calm down, we haven't even scanned him for a chip. She's like, I know that this dog is coming home with me.
Carla's golden retriever Sunny had passed away just a few months before.
She actually found him in the same exact way on the side of the road. She was actively looking at rescues to try to get another golden retriever. I said, when it's meant to be, most likely it'll happen.
Hi, buddy. He's freaking beautiful, though.
But the sisters wanted to make sure he didn't belong to any of the locals first.
We pulled over to the local cattle ranch. They said, we've never seen this dog before. We pulled over to the other neighborhood and we said, hey, can you come check this dog? We just found him. And the lady came out and she said, I've never seen this dog before. And she pointed to the lab that was on the end of the driveway and she said, this one was dumped here about a week and a half ago. And so we noticed at that time that this was a common dog dumping area.
So after not being able to find his owner anywhere online either,
Murphy!
They took Murphy in as their own and got him groomed and taken to the vet.
There was no way a doctor could have given him a proper medical exam and looked at his skin and that sort of thing. With as matted and dirty as he was, he just had so much dirt and mud on him. It took her 4.5 hours to shave him down and groom him.
And after getting treatment, Carla drove Murphy 24 hours straight back to Michigan, where he's now thriving in his new home with his friends and family.
I can't imagine how many cars passed by that they just didn't have the time to stop, or they had other things to do, or just assumed that somebody else would take care of it. Right when she saw him, she was like, this is my dog. I just know it. I can feel it. Our souls connected.
Beautiful boy, look at you.
Now that he's back in Michigan at my sister's house, it's just crazy how he lays in the exact same spots that her dog Sunny, who passed in January, lays in the exact same spot. So it's almost like my sister always says, Sunny sent me this dog. Sunny's in heaven and he sent me Murphy.
This doggo is about to meet her new bestie for the first time. 5-year-old Cambria had lots of friends she'd go on play dates with when she lived in New Mexico. But since moving, she's been a little lonely. So her owners Alicia and Jaden made sure she wouldn't be lonely anymore.
Who's this?
They surprised her with little sis Cozy, only 9 months old.
Come on out, Cozy.
Cambria was so excited she couldn't stop wagging her tail.
What do you think? Cozy, come here. Come on.
You okay? Can't wait, let her out.
Alicia told us meeting Cozy was the best day of Cambria's life. And they now do everything together. And the two have already become BFFs, best friends forever.
What? It's me! It's me! It's me! Oh, yeah! It's me! It's me! Yeah! It's me! What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He doesn't even know what to do.
What? Oh my God, it's good to see them.
Hi!
It's me. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Get him, Maxie.
You big boots.
Come here, baby. Go inside. Come here.
Well, as soon as he gets out the front door, I can only imagine he's cheering and celebrating as if his favorite football team had won the Super Bowl. He's like, I'm free. I'm out. Hallelujah. Let's run. And then as he's running in circles, and there's the construction guys on the video out there, and he wants to go over like, oh, what's your name? What's your name? I'm Bentley. Nice to meet you.
Jason was in the backyard with his kids when he got a phone call from his wife.
I answered the phone, said hello, and she said, do you need me to come home? And I said, I got the kids, everything's under control, we're doing just fine. And she said, no, Bentley's out. And at that time, Bentley was right next to me. So I was like, no, he's right here at my feet, he's not out. And she said, no, he's out in the middle of the street, he's out. I was like, honey, I love you, but he's right here, he's right next to me. So I'm really confused. So I went back to the Nest Cam and I started watching, and I was like, holy cow, somebody literally went and saved the dog.
Thankfully, the quick-thinking UPS driver had some dog treats in her truck.
Get up, inside. Get up. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want it? There you go. Go get it.
And just like that, Bentley was back inside. Jason says it meant the world to him and his family.
It could literally mean that our dog was saved, and the difference between having to explain to a 1 and a 5-year-old that their dog's not coming back ever again, and the difference of he was gone for 3 minutes, I didn't even realize he was gone, had no idea he had ran away, and he's back with us. So it means the absolute world to my wife, my kids, and I don't even know that I could put into words genuinely what it would mean to save him from the worst case scenario. So we're just very thankful.
And he says it's inspired him to be a little more like that UPS driver, Ashley.
We can all be better. We can all do better. We can all look out for each other.
And UPS is proud Ashley looked out for Bentley on that day too. They told us, oftentimes our drivers are in the right place at the right time to help. And we are always proud when they take action when they see a person or animal in need.
I am forever grateful to Ashley for the one deed, but I'm also happy to know that there's people in our community that think like that and act like that. It reinstills the fact that there's a lot of good in the world, and ultimately I should be more like Ashley. We can all be more like Ashley, and it'll be a better place for it.
Mommy and Daddy love
love you so much. We want to give you a special gift, but it isn't ready just yet. Take a look at Mommy's bow. Happy birthday, sweet girl. We love her, Steve.
Callie had been asking for a puppy for about 2 years, but her parents were a little unsure about it.
I wasn't actually sure she would be able to take care of a puppy, or we would be here to give the puppy what it needed. She told her daddy that if, she didn't have a puppy, she knew that he had done everything that he could to get her one. And that kind of sealed the deal for him. And we said yes to the puppy.
I thought I would never get one, but then once I finally found out that I would get one, it just blew my mind. Happy birthday, sweet girl. We love her, Steve.
It's a jerk.
Do you know what it is? Are you getting me a puppy?
Messy and stinky.
Help me, Mommy. You're not getting me a puppy. I saw thousands of puppies. I was like, why do I have to see puppies? And I realized, am I getting a puppy? And my mom said yes. I was like, bam. Come on. I'm scared. I don't know.
All right, we'll see you, Sherry.
Not for you.
What is that?
Here. Hold one hand under her butt.
Like a little baby.
Yeah. And one hand on her back. There you go. You see some? Yeah.
Brooke is hoping this new furry friend can also help Callie cope with her anxiety.
That was a huge factor, is to help her with her anxiety. I'm not sure. I know that other kids, after COVID and all of that has hit, I don't know what has happened to kids to have the anxiety that they've had, but that's about when hers started. And she has it at school and sleeping. And our hopes were to, once we get the dog trained, the dog can sleep with her and help with those anxieties.
I like that I can just when I'm sad, I can just snuggle on a friend and it can lick me and snuggle me. And just when I'm sad and I have a sad day, I like having a little friend to snuggle with or making me happy. And just holding her for the first time, it just felt like, my goodness, am I dreaming?
11-year-old Brody is about to reunite with the family's lost dog, King. They got King as a gift when he was 10 weeks old, and he went missing at 7 years old when they'd let him out one morning.
I don't know if you've been around bulldogs, but their personalities, it's like you're talking to another little person. So he was just like another kid for us. So involved in our day-to-day, all of our family activities, went on trips with us.
He'd been gone for over 2 years.
We'd think of something that, we used to do this with King, and everybody would kind of tear up. But I feel like we never really lost hope that we would get to see him again someday.
And with the help of his microchip, they would see him again.
It's freaking King.
How is that even possible? How is that even possible?
A couple took King to the vet after seeing him on the street, where they found out he belonged to someone and were able to get him back to his family.
That's King. He's so.
I think he realizes that he's made it back to his original home, and we're just so excited to have him back.
We're driving and there's literally like a puppy and he's like so skinny. He needs food. Give him pretzels.
Nicole and Amanda were driving in a rural area along the highway when they came across something surprising.
She was like, "Oh my God, is that a dog?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, it was so early in the morning that I didn't think that there would be a dog where we were because we were in the middle of nowhere. But then I saw her.
And they immediately turned around.
It was scary to like see how skinny she was. She wasn't necessarily scared of us. She was just apprehensive to like come up to me, obviously, because she had been on her own for so long that I knew that we needed to help her and actually get her somewhere where she could get food and be safe.
So that's exactly what they did. Even after the pup ran away from them a few times, they were finally able to rescue her. And then the sisters got Honey all taken care of.
Just wanted to give her a bath because she did have dirt all over her, like fleas, which obviously we can't get rid of the fleas with one bath. So we went to Walmart and got, collar, leash, bowl, food, shampoo. And then I was like, well, maybe a park would have a hose. I don't know. And so we just Googled the nearest park and went there, and luckily they did. We just gave her a bath at a random park.
And when it was finally time for Honey to check out her new forever yard,
we made it home and she's venturing all over in the yard. She likes it. Good girl, Honey. Good girl.
And while Honey's journey won't be without challenges.
So right now her biggest hurdle is going to be her kidneys. They were super high, her levels.
The sisters are hopeful she'll overcome anything.
When I spoke to the vet, she was definitely improving a lot, especially for only a few days. So it's looking very promising. Honestly, I was kind of waiting for a hard period of adjustment, adjusting to her being in the house, and there never was one. Like, she just was an angel. Has her own little space. Mm-hmm. And I just know, I don't know that she hasn't had that before, but it seems like she hasn't, and she loves her little bed and just comes walking down the hallway and we're like, "Oh, you want to hang out with us?" And she just curled up in the middle of the floor. So yeah, she then started hanging out with us in, the common areas and following me around, laying on the floor in the kitchen while I'm doing dishes. Yeah, she definitely started to warm up.
Can you see? You silly girl. I forget it.
Peekaboo.
Cupcake the dog is so excited to go to the gym.
Come on, Cupcake. Let's go. Let's go to the gym.
She's spinning with excitement. Literally.
Listen, how many circles can you do? Come here. All right, there we go.
Denise has always had a caregiver's heart.
It's your present.
Keep opening, there's more.
Go to the next bag.
From taking in stray animals when she was little to caring after an injured dog's last moments when she was an adult. So when her 17-year-old Chihuahua Romeo passed away, life got a bit difficult for her. She suffered a stroke, and doctors said she might never walk again. But she didn't give up.
There you go. Feel that? Right now you are perfectly straight.
And she was determined to walk again.
Small steps.
Especially for the chance to one day walk another pup of her own. Denise did months of PT and even watched Chihuahua videos to encourage her the whole time. And once she started getting better, her daughter Brooke started working on a surprise for her.
Keep opening, there's more. Yes, she's reading them and then she's turning them around so I can catch it. We thought you might want to eat your dinner on a different way, you know? I know. I think you got the size wrong. We can.
I thought it was a birthday.
I guess it's a glove now.
Oh my god, it matches you.
It does.
Right now.
That's amazing.
Wait, what? Oh.
I think they're probably pretty good.
Now that has to fit you. Okay, you tell it.
That goes with your outfit almost.
Yeah, but she's pulling it out.
It is. Hey, maybe you can ask Bobby to go fetch.
That's cute.
I feel like there's something missing. Oh, here comes Jasper. Jasper was missing.
Jasper.
Carefully.
Rupert.
Give me Rupert.
It's a chihuahua. She's growling.
Rupert.
But still, I think we should name it Chewy.
Denise ended up naming the pup Mia.
Oh, let her love on
She gets
her.
her own clothes, her own bed, and everything.
Oh, you should have everything you need.
Brooke monitors her mom's health through a smartwatch and says Mia the Chihuahua has really made a big positive effect. This doggo doesn't want to get left behind. Krista was traveling in Bolivia with some friends when a sweet dog started following them everywhere. He followed them from shops to tourist sites. Later that day, he even chased their van down through traffic for 5 blocks until they stopped for him. Of course, they had to name him Chase. And Chase traveled with the crew for a few weeks until Krista had to come home to Canada. She wasn't able to bring Chase on a plane then, so she found a foster family to take care of him. Then, when everything was in order for him to travel, she went back for her furry friend. And since then, Chase and Krista keep on adventuring together and plan to travel the world in her camper van, just like how they first became buddies back in Bolivia.
Hey Mom, look, I got a bed. I got some diapers.
Jayla has wanted a puppy for a really long time.
Chase. When I saw this miniature Pluto, I knew this one was for me.
She took it upon herself to say, hey, if I save up, if I raise money, can I help you?
So she made and sold lemonade every weekend to save up.
First say welcome, what do you like? And then when they say thank you, I always say you're welcome. I always say enjoy it.
I feel very proud of her. She will not spend a single dollar if it doesn't have to do with the dog.
So I'm looking forward to take it on like walks.
Cute. And now she finally can.
Hi guys, I want to introduce you to my dog. His name is Jack. I want to say it's medium hard to take care of him because he does some accidents in the house and we have to clean it up. Sometimes he even jumps out of the water when we shower him, and we have to get him and run around the whole house. And it's pretty hard, but he's a little baby Jack. He's my best friend forever.
It's Lucky the dog's lucky day. He's about to reunite with his owner after an entire year apart. Freshta rescued Lucky while living in Afghanistan after she saw him being mistreated. Later on, Lucky returned the favor and helped keep her safe from strangers trying to enter her home. And when Freshta went on a journey seeking refuge outside of Afghanistan, she also sent 3-year-old Lucky on a journey of his own. With the help of SPCA International, Lucky got a temporary home so he could be reunited with her later on. And after Freshta got settled in Canada, it was finally time for their reunion.
Here, you can sit on that.
You say happy birthday, Grampy. Smile.
Foxy has been nothing but love, and she's literally our family. She's our baby. She's honestly been an amazing dog, and she's been a sweetheart, and I really, truly can't imagine life without her.
And I'm lucky that he's mine. And I always say that everybody needs a little Jason in their life. He just has a way of just bringing joy and comfort to everybody that gets to meet them. So that's my hope, just that people can just take time to create precious moments.
Freddie the Chihuahua just can't wait to be adopted. But there's something unique about this particular pooch. He wobbles every time he takes a step.
Wanna try it?
It's something Samantha, a volunteer dog rescuer who rehomes abandoned dogs, was told by her Aunt Teresa when she saw him living on the streets.
She would see Freddie either laying in the grass, the rain, the cold, and she didn't know who he might belong to. So after she had found out that he was living out there kind of on the streets, she went over there as much as she could to try to leave him food. She did mention that he walked funny. So I thought that when she said he walked funny, it was something wrong with his knees. And it wasn't until I got out there and saw him for myself that I realized he had some type of neurological issue going on, and it was a lot more complicated than I originally assumed.
It's okay. It's okay.
They found out the part of his brain that controls things like balance and coordination didn't fully develop, so that's why he wobbles.
So the next steps for Freddie is for us to start his heartworm treatment, and then he can travel to Wisconsin where we do all of our adoptions.
Thank you. Thank you, sweet boy.
What are you doing, huh?
And after getting a bit more accustomed to now living off the streets,
You watching television?
Freddie will be ready for his forever home.
Are you watching a TV show?
You'd think that sometimes when a dog has more medical issues or handicaps that it would be harder to find them a home, but sometimes it can be quite the opposite because Freddie is unique and he's such a happy dog. You did it! You did it! There's a lot of people that are really interested in adopting him once he's actually ready for adoption after his heartworm treatment. So that's really exciting because you don't have to worry about him finding a great home because there's people that love him just because he wobbles.
Gracie, I want to introduce you to someone.
10-year-old Grace wanted a dog for years, and her mom Jennifer always loved the idea of giving a military dog a great, loving home. So when she met Finn, a retired military dog who served as a bomb sniffer in the Middle East, she knew he was the perfect dog for their family and brought him home the same day.
This is our dog. Give me yours and let's go.
He's our dog?
Yep. So he's 5 years old. His name is Finn. He's a Cocker Spaniel. No, Finn, stop. You don't have to go with him. And he is a retired military dog. He used to sniff for bombs in the military. He was a working dog.
This baby beagle is about to meet its new owner for the first time.
Mama, Daddy's hello, Dada.
Hey, buddy.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Her name is Rosie.
But Glenn would later rename the pup Phoebe.
What do you think, buddy?
You think Grampy likes her? You say happy birthday, Grampy. Smile!
Glenn has been through many health issues and surgeries, including an amputated leg and prostate cancer. And beagles really helped him through his depression. But after many of them passed away, his family decided to surprise him with a 10-week-old beagle pup. And his daughter Amanda told us that because it had been so long since her dad had a puppy, he just couldn't get over how small she was.
You're so small.
She stood out to me from other dogs because she was dragging her legs since her back legs weren't working at that time. And so I decided to take her in.
Diana was on vacation in Mexico when her dad saw the dog and asked Diana to bring it some food.
I noticed that she wasn't eating at all when I went back later that day, so that kind of concerned me. And my dad initially said that we should euthanize her because we thought she was in so much pain. But as I was taking her to the vet, I don't know, my mind started flipping on me and I started thinking like, maybe there's a way I can save her. I'm working towards being a nurse. That's what I want to do. And so that started popping into my head. I was like, well, I want to be a nurse. I want to help people. And I like to think I have a kind heart. So I was like, it doesn't feel right for me to like end her life without giving her a chance at a better life.
And so that's exactly what Diana did. And she went to multiple vets before finding one that could help.
Last minute, the day that I was supposed to go back home, I found a doctor who was willing to take her in. They found that she had fractured her like vertebrae and one of her legs was broken. So I trusted him in taking her in, doing the surgery, doing the rehab for the periods of time. You know, he would send me videos of her getting better slowly while she was over there until it was finally ready for her to come home to me and my boyfriend in California.
And after 4 months, it was finally that time. so Diana's mom flew down to pick up the pup. And after a bit of adjusting to home life,
now she has a huge personality. Now she loves to play. She loves people. Her personality is she's super goofy. You'll see her every once in a while like, grab her toy and kind of twist with it. And it's kind of funny to see her because her legs don't bend at all. So she has muscle stiffness in her legs. So she hops like a bunny. So when she twists and turns with her toy, her legs would just stick up in the air and you just see them go side by side.
And while caring for Pinta the dog hasn't always been easy, Diana told us,
it's been worth it. Like, my boyfriend and I don't see her out of our lives. You know, my boyfriend always sometimes thinks about, like, you know, when she gets older, you know, we're already sad thinking about it as she gets older. But I think it's worth it, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I love her so much, and I'm so happy that she's in my life, and I hope she's in me and my boyfriend's life for so many years, because I know there will be a time that she isn't. So we want to give her the best life possible that a dog can have.
The idea came about when we started to realize that Foxy's health was deteriorating a lot within the last year. And I really wanted to make sure that we at least had the quince for her before she left. She always knows it's her birthday. Like every year she just knows.
Yeah, she would sleep with us when she was a puppy. When she got older, she turned into like the mom, the protective one, and would walk into our bedrooms like at midnight. do you remember? And just make sure that we were okay. Happy birthday to you. I think Foxy's favorite part was the cake. She tried eating the whole thing. I told my sister, take it out, she can't eat the whole thing.
Like, I'm gonna be able to look back at this in a couple of years and just be really glad that I decided to do it.
Foxy has been nothing but love.
And she's literally our family, she's our baby. She's honestly been an amazing dog, and she's been a sweetheart, and I really, truly can't imagine life without her.
Jace the dog is about to get asked a very important question.
Hey Jace, look, will you meet our reindeer? What do you think? Look, it says Jace.
Aww. Jace had been there from the very beginning of Alex and Chasen's relationship. And because he played a part in bringing them together, they only felt it was right to have him also play a part in their wedding day.
Alex was actually with us the day that we got Jace, and he was just like a little ball of fur with a big tongue hanging out of his mouth, and I don't think any of us could resist him. He kind of stole all of our hearts. But there was just a connection between him and Alex from the very start. And actually, Alex is his favorite human.
And before the big day, there were lots of pre-wedding activities to do with his favorite human. Like going to her bridal shower.
He's so excited.
And even getting his own suit fitting alongside her.
Look at you! Let me get you. Oh, look at you, Alex! Is that you and Alex?
And finally, the long-awaited day had come.
Just seeing him walk down the aisle with his tux and his little security badge just melted my heart. He had the biggest smile on his face. He had this big tongue hanging out. It just brought tears of joy to me, and I think everybody in that room. I just will never forget that moment. It'll forever be in my heart. I think that's when I started crying, because I just realized, wow, they didn't have to do that. You know, they didn't have to make Jace the center of attention. But it just goes to show how special Jace is, and they were just so proud of him.
The lovely Mr. and Mrs. Jason Graham.
They said they wouldn't have done it any other way, and it just wouldn't have been the same if he wasn't there. I have never met a person that has not had their life changed by meeting Jace. He's just one of a kind. And I'm lucky that he's mine. And I always say that everybody needs a little Jace in their life. he just has a way of just bringing joy and comfort to everybody that gets to meet them. So that's my hope, just that people can just take time to create precious moments.
These doggies were left alone in a dog park with a note saying their owner couldn't take care of them anymore. So when Kayla found them, she decided to take them home for the night. She told us she didn't want to risk a shelter splitting them up, so she kept them both and named them Storm and Summit. She got them taken care of at the vet, helped them make new friends, took them on adventures, and later on, they got a new brother named Zeus who had a similar story to theirs. All once dogs who had rough beginnings finally now had a happy ending. What's better than your long-awaited wedding day? Your wedding day plus puppies. And that's exactly what Furry Ventures Pet Care does. Just like how they helped Zachary surprise his puppy-obsessed bride Brittany on their wedding day.
No! Hey, babies!
The company partners with local rescue groups to bring adoptable puppies to weddings, where guests or even the bride and groom themselves can take a pup home forever. But even if people can't adopt a pup, they still get to love on these furry friends all wedding day long.